Welcome to a very special episode of All the Everything podcast. I am your host, Billy Parchman, and as you might notice, it's just me today. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no Tim on this episode, and I'm sorry about that. But to make up for it, I have a very, very special guest host today. The one, the only, Dr. Michelle Parchman. That's right. My beautiful bride is coming alongside me for this very unique episode. This is not your typical All the Everything podcast episode. No, we're doing things a little bit different, a little bit more interactive, if you will. Have you ever heard of the Hot Ones Challenge? It's where this interviewer interviews celebrities that usually have like a new movie coming out or a new album or something. And so he interviews them, and each question, they eat a hot wing with a certain level of hot sauce on it. And so it starts off kind of mild and tame and gradually builds up over each question and each wing. Well, we're doing that today. That's right. Michelle really wanted the Hot Ones Challenge hot sauce set for Valentine's Day. So, like in February, that's what I bought her. And so we wanted to bring you all along for this experience. And so we filmed this experiment, and we interviewed each other. So if you're listening today on Apple Podcast or Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcast, you're going to be very entertained. There's some great content. You can hear the heat in our voices, okay? You can hear it. But if you have time, we would love for you to check us out on YouTube. And if you're watching this, hey, you could see the redness fill our cheeks. You could see the water build up in our eyes over the questions. Either way, you're going to hear the heat in our voices. And so, do we make it? That's the question. Or do we have to tap out? Can I make it all the way through without drinking anything? No milk, no water? Is that even possible? Who knows? I guess we'll have to find out together. So, without further delay or whatever, let's get to it. Let's bring on the spice, y'all.
Well, there ain't nothing to it but to do it. Are you ready, my friend?
You better believe it. Let's get into all the everything, y'all.
All the everything, we've got it all. We've got it all, small, weird, or tall. So grab your snacks, sit back, don't stress. Cause Tim and Billy talk about the randomness. Information prone to UFOs will take you where the weirdness goes. It's two guys talking way too loud about stuff that makes no sense, but we're kinda proud.
We are doing something we've been super excited about. We are doing the Hot Ones Challenge with 10 different hot sauces, and we're going to be asking each other some questions. First, hot sauce. It's just the classic hot sauce, garlic, fresh snow. You want to go ahead and pop a bottle there. This one is only 1,700 Scoville units, and so that is the heat scale that they range. And so, yeah, let's.
So if something's dude, these are pretty liquidy. I don't know what like no Scoville units would be. Like.
I think, and I could be wrong. It like a jalapeno is like anywhere from like 2 to 3 to 5,000 Scoville units, somewhere like that. But this is 1,700, and this is
this is less.
This is yeah.
You said 100 or 1,000?
1,000, I think. We'll figure that out. But yeah, this one's okay.
Oh, good.
Well, it is good. Mm-hmm. It's got a really good flavor. Yeah.
Like a minimal tingliness.
So I'll start off with the first question for you, okay? While we're doing this, okay?
That's good.
So what's one weird thing we do as a couple that other people might not ever understand, but we totally own it. So what do you think?
There's too many that I can't say. Just like inside joke stuff. I mean, just like our breed of like Christian cuss words that we use. Because you're not going to say the real ones, but the things we say, they're not even like the regular ones that we just made up stuff that people wouldn't even be offended because they would hear it and they'd have no idea what was going on. I mean, it's just a lot of movie quotes that we use in and out of context. I feel like one thing that we do that I think makes a lot of sense that people, I don't know if they're on board with that, is having separate comforters on the bed. And because I'm freezing and you're burning up.
Yeah.
And so I have a very thick one and you have my 30-year-old, 40-year-old one from when I was a kid. That's threadbare.
Jasmine and
Raja. He has my old
That's what I sleep with.
comforter.
That's the comforter.
It's like threadbare. So that's all the warmth he needs. I'm swaddled. And then we don't have to fight. But then when we go to a hotel, we're like, what the crap? We have to share this comforter.
Yeah. We usually book queen size doubles.
Yeah.
If we go.
So we can have our own. We're just not good sharers at that. But I think that's smart.
Hey, that's a marriage tip. We've been married since 2008 and we've been together for
if your
over 20
temperature
years.
gauges aren't compatible, that's the easy solution.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we have a king bed, but 2 queen comforters.
Absolutely.
It works. So
Awesome.
I think that's legit.
All right, moving on. All right, so now
that was good. That was a good one.
That was a good one. Scene double hot sauce. This is 6,200 Scoville units. A lady.
Was that first one 15?
1,700.
And so it goes to 6,000 now?
Yeah, we jumped up to 6,200.
Okay. I feel like I want to get
the thickness,
the substance
the thickness
of it.
is in the bottom.
That's what she said.
All right.
I'm just doing half of my boneless, so then if I like it, I can go get more.
Here we go.
What is this one again? I'm sorry.
60.
No, like what's it called?
Oh, double comfort. Scene double.
Well, the other
double
one was
comfort.
garlic.
Yeah.
What is this? This one looks more like smoky.
This one's jalapeno herbs with a hint of sweetness that comes together in this easygoing wing sauce.
Okay, well, we'll see.
If you're feeling heat, better. Okay. So this has also been something we wanted to do for such a long time. And this was actually our Valentine's Day present to each other. This is the first time, with little ones that we're home alone. We were able to actually record. So, 6,200. You want to ask me my first question?
So this one is right in line with this challenge. You have a history of handling heat well. Hence you doing this challenge.
Exactly.
And so what is like the hottest thing that you have experienced, bottled or wild or whatnot?
Okay. Yeah. So as I said on the podcast many times, I absolutely love spicy things. We go to a restaurant and I tell them every time, make it as spicy as humanly possible.
He says like native,
like
not
Indian
gringo.
restaurants. Yeah. Don't look at me like as a white guy. Make it hot. Don't pull punches. I'm not going to send it back.
Yeah,
It's not going to be too spicy for me, I promise. And I had a friend one year. He grew me a boot jalokia, which is the hottest natural pepper in the world. They make
not the genetically altered ones. Yeah.
And so, we did. That was my first YouTube video I ever made. And this was 15 years ago. And it went kind of viral. But the hottest thing that I've ever experienced, I wouldn't say like hotness in the mouth. We were in Louisville, Kentucky, and we went to this barbecue restaurant that had wings.
Was it Mark's?
Mark's
Feed Store.
Yeah, Mark's.
That's
Feed.
what it was.
No, it was a different one. It was a different barbecue. I don't remember the name of it.
Sorry.
But they
You can Google it by this name of this
Yeah,
sauce.
they had a sauce called Wilbur's Revenge. And it was spicy.
Mhm.
It was great. But I had to go to the restroom during dinner. So, I had to go pee. And I made the
Fatal mistake.
horrible mistake of not washing my hands pregame. Just wiping them off. And let me just tell you, Wilbur brought the revenge. Oh my goodness gracious. That was horrible. We gotta be careful not to touch our eyes.
That's why I have a fork.
Yeah, but let me just tell you, I will be washing my hands, and I have learned that mistake. I will not be touching any parts of my body,
especially the nether region.
yes, ever again without scrubbing in like a surgeon before. Yeah, exactly. Because it was. We always talk about Wilbur's.
We do. Wilbur's Revenge. It might not have been the spiciest Schofield unit wise, but
oh my gosh, this sauce is good. It's got a jalapeno taste to it.
It's different.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited about this third one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so these all sauces were the sauces that were on season 24 of Hot Ones. This next one, I'm still finishing up my double comfort here, but this is Mark's fermented kimchi.
I love kimchi.
All right, so we're going from 6,200 Scoville units to 18,000.
Dang.
18,000 Scoville units.
Well, the 62 was fine.
Uh-huh.
These are some big jumps, man.
We're some fans of some kimchi now.
I just eat it out of the bag.
Yeah. So I
think I've got some in the refrigerator right now.
This is a salty, spicy, pickly, vegan.
Oh, this
kimchi.
one's more chunky.
Chunky sauce. Does
it have like cabbage in it? Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got cabbage and radish and onion and ginger and yeah.
This is also lunch for us.
Yeah.
So I've been looking forward to it. Okay. Yeah. So 18,000 Scoville units. Your second question, my lady, is okay. We all know what you see on social media is not real life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's the most Instagram versus reality moment that we've had as parents?
I don't know if I'm qualified. I don't get on Instagram.
Right, but just like social media.
I spend very little time on social media. I have an Instagram that I never get on. I don't have TikTok. I get on Facebook. I mean, everything's fake. I don't know.
But you deal with, she's a pediatrician, and she deals with social media issues.
The most BS, well, I say this. Anyway, the people, at least at work, that say, my kid sleeps through the night at 6 weeks of age. I mean, maybe if they're a unicorn, but most of them don't, because nobody's going to post, my kid sucks at sleeping. My kid is a hellion. They're not going to post that. So, I don't know, but then they come in and talk to me about how everything's hard. So, nobody's going to post that their newborn isn't like the best. But I tell them when they come in, I'm like, look, if you're not having the best time right now, you're not the only one, because most people are they're just not going to put that. So at least at work, that's the most fake.
The fake things. Yeah. Having a baby's hard. I mean, like the newborns, that's really hard. And it's not all the Instagrammable sweet moments. Because you know, I'm very heavily into social media, and I try to give a real picture of our lives, but what you see is not 100%. You don't see you see the beautiful little girls in their pretty dresses with the smiles. You don't see the little arguments. Oh, she looked at me this way, or oh,
she looked out my window.
Yeah, she's looking out my window, Dad. You don't see all of the little things like that.
But then again, when you get older, you don't remember all those little nitpicky stuff. You just remember the good stuff. And that's why people keep having more babies, because they don't remember how much their newborn cried. They just look at their time hop and are like, oh. So
this is delicious.
That one was good. I think the second one was hotter.
Yeah, I agree. This one wasn't as hot.
This one, what did you do this with? The It's sweeter.
It is sweeter.
And I guess because it's got
Maybe
all
the
those
sweetness,
vegetables in it, maybe it kind of
cuts the
dilutes
heat.
it. It's good.
But yeah.
I like that one.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna try an hot one record. I know everybody says this, that like I don't want to touch my water. I don't even have milk out.
Oh, I'm gonna drink it just because I had really bad heartburn last night from nothing. So I don't. And usually hot stuff doesn't give me heartburn. It's milk, dairy stuff.
Yeah. But
I just don't want it to flare up. And then I
Okay.
brought coconut water because I feel like when it gets hot, the sweetness is gonna like counteract it. So we'll see. Okay, those are good.
That was good. Okay.
This is the Los Calientes one.
Los Calientes.
Yeah, this is like one of their classic.
Number
ones.
4, Los Calientes. We're going from 18,000 Scoville units to 33,000.
Dang.
So this one is sizzling its way back in the lineup, they said. So let's give this one a shot.
This one's got chipotle habanero.
Ooh.
Jalapeno.
Try not to touch my
This one's
eyes.
a thicker one too. All
Okay,
right, here's your
thick.
next question.
Okay.
If you had to pick, a fictional dad from TV or movies, who do you think's the most like you? Please don't say Homer Simpson.
No. Okay, what fictional TV dad is most like me?
I guess or a movie.
Okay.
This one's almost got like a mole smell to it.
It looks like a mole. Let me smell
Let me
it.
see if it's got chocolate in it.
Yeah. I would love to say
It's got apricot.
Din Djarin, the Mandalorian. Like I would love to be like, oh shoot. I would love to say that I am.
And the
like-
girls are Grogu.
Yeah, and I'm like get all this really cool outfits and get to go on space adventures. But no, is it hot or
No,
good?
it's good.
Okay.
And on here it says to make it with barbacoa, like it'd be good on pork.
Mm-hmm. I would. Mm-hmm.
I can taste the sweetness in that one.
But I really okay.
He had a cool stroller.
He
for
did have
Grogu.
a cool. Yeah. I would say though, realistically, I would say I'm a mixture between Tim the Toolman Taylor with his goofiness, not necessarily the tools, and yeah, and
slash Buzz Lightyear.
yeah, and Alan Matthews from Boy Meets World as a dad. You know, I feel like they were fantastic father. Hopefully, I'm a fantastic father.
Neither of them are girl dads.
They aren't. They're both boy dads.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like personality wise, I'm a mixture. Take Tim's goofiness and Alan's like parenting skills through all the different shenanigans that happened throughout the years. They both were fantastic dads. We just don't have a Wilson in the backyard to poke his head over and talk to us, give us life advice. But yeah.
That's good.
You think that's a fair assessment
Of your
of my dad?
dadage?
Mhm.
Yeah.
This is really good.
I wonder how those shows would be if they were. Well, I guess it was Girl Meets World.
Yeah.
I never got into that.
I watched a couple ones. They have Sabrina Carpenter in that
was
before she got
that's
famous.
weird. That just weirds me out.
Topanga was just different on that show. It wasn't like the same Topanga.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She was always kind of weird. Well, at first.
Right.
She was like super weird.
Right. And so, I don't know. It just kind of seemed like they were different a little bit.
Well, I mean, you can't. Lightning
I know.
doesn't strike twice usually.
And I know that it was going towards more younger, newer kind of crowds, but yeah.
Those 90s shows, man, those were better. That was the golden age.
The golden age. All right. So far, the heat wise, easy peasy.
It's fine.
Easy peasy. 4 in, about to do number 5. This is the Fat Cat, Chairman Meow Revenge.
This is from Florida.
All right, we're going from 33,000 Scoville units to 54,000 Scoville units.
I want to know what zeros like,
right.
Or like, is there anything that's just like 1? Is it like
Ooh, this has the Trinidad scorpion pepper in it. That sounds. Scorpion peppers sound.
Yeah, but it's lower down on the list. It's going to be vinegar based, but it does say straight up scorpion pepper hot
Yeah,
sauce.
it does. All right, here we go.
Like, is it like sea level? Can you get below like a negative Schofield unit?
Probably not.
If you have like white people potato salad, is that negative
with raisins?
Is that negative Schofield
With
unit?
raisins. All right, here we go. Oh yeah. You ready for your next question?
Yeah. It smells more like a habanero.
Yeah, it does smell like a okay. All right. Speaking of the 90s, okay. What song instantly takes you back to your teenage bedroom, and what were you probably doing while that played?
Chloe has gotten into Bye Bye Bye.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We were in the car. I was taking her to dance. She was like, "Can we listen to Bye Bye Bye?" So we're just vibing. And I was like, this makes my mama heart go pitter patter. And she goes, this song is good. And I was like, I know it's good. So pretty much in sync. I would get the Teen Beat or whatever magazines and cut out their pictures and make like an individual collage of each of them. So we had like Justin, JC, Lance, Joey, Chris. And then they were above my bed. And then I had like the NSYNC fan Barbie. I've been to a couple of their concerts. So really Bye 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 is just the one we hear the most because that's what the girls are listening to right now.
Sure. It made a hot comeback during the Deadpool Wolverine movie.
Sure. I think they listened to it in her jazz class too, but that's the most recent one right now. Yeah.
I too also went to see NSYNC in concert. That one wasn't, you would think, with 54,000 Scoville units.
I feel like
I could lick that.
I feel like the front of the tongue.
It does have a little.
The other ones I felt more like a tingle in the back. This one's
in the
got
throat,
a little bit more
on the front. But yeah, I surprised my little sister with tickets, right? And so back in the day, you had to buy tickets at the local Ticketmaster, which was in our record store in the mall. The record store was directly across from the Chick-fil-A that I worked at when I was supposed to work that actual morning as well. And what was so funny is I got there first, like so early, like sleeping on the floor in the mall because I wanted to get those tickets because they sell out in minutes. This was in the height.
Was it for like a assigned seat or just?
Oh yeah.
The mosh pit.
Yeah, but it's all the different places on the Gulf Coast that all selling at once.
Yeah.
And they literally sell out minutes.
Yeah.
And so if you think like Taylor Swift on the computer trying to buy tickets, like you had to do that in person.
Yeah, it wasn't Ticketmaster anymore.
So I go and I sleep on the floor. I'm literally like third in line. They come out and they said, "Hey, we're doing a lottery system. And so we're going to give everybody lottery tickets, and whoever hits the lottery becomes the front of the line. We're going to move everybody." And so I was like, that's a bunch of bull. Like, I was here early. Like, but thankfully, the second person at the end of the line won. And so they moved hundreds of people in one big huge circle to move the last two people to the front.
Okay.
And so
then you were like fourth.
Fourth in line. And so I was late for work, but I was buying the owner of Chick-fil-A's, like that particular Chick-fil-A, not like Truett Cathy or anything, but I was buying their family tickets. There was a limit of like 10 tickets you could buy. And so I had mine and my sister's, their family's tickets because I was late for work. That's cool. And then people from the back came up and was like, I had like 4 other tickets that I could buy. And they're like,
that's smart.
They handed me like $1,000 and said, can you buy those 4, tickets, and then you could keep the rest, which was like $300 or $400. Like it was, I was like, heck yeah, I can. So went there, 10 tickets, please. And we got tickets.
Did you sit next to those people?
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
beside us, and so
yeah,
that's fine.
whatever.
Whatever. We were all family, nothing but family. But yeah, it was a really good time. We had a blast. I surprised my sister; she had no idea we were even going, and yeah, so it was a good time. I said, "Oh, you got something on your face." We were in the car, and so first thing she does is pull down the visor, and the tickets fall in her lap. Yep,
We just scalped them.
just scalped them.
That's what we did.
If you're willing to pay. The only thing is,
No, you'd wait till the opening act started, and then we'd get them cheaper.
Our opening act was Cisco in the thong song.
It might have been. I don't
The
remember.
thong. Yep. So
It was probably the same tour.
yeah. Oh, we're moving on. We just did the Fat Cat at 54.
So we got halfway through.
Yeah, we're halfway through. I'm good. You feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
You're rocking this, girl. All right.
I think I'm better than the average Joe.
Yeah. 71,000. This is a habanero sherry koji hot sauce. So
Okay.
yeah. Based in Barcelona. How do they say
Barcelona.
Barcelona. They say it weird. Or that's what people say. So I don't know.
What people? People with lists?
Just people.
What?
So yep. This is 71,000 Scoville units.
I feel like they're just pulling these numbers out of their air. They're just like, oh.
All right. So this is your question to me.
You were assembling an all-star squad of 5 TV characters to survive a zombie apocalypse.
Oh.
Who you picking?
Who am I picking?
This smells like the one at Beauregard's.
This is I love those.
Mm-hmm.
So
5
characters. Okay. I don't want to go all superheroes. Because you get Superman.
Be like Superman. I'm done.
We're good. No. Okay. So I will take Batman though. He's human, but he is highly skilled in fighting. He's brilliant. Survival.
You could just hang out in the Batcave.
Yeah. So I'll pick Batman, my one superhero. Okay. My one superhero is Batman. Because he's human. We're just gonna make this interesting. Okay. Katniss Everdeen. I need a hunter. And she kind of survived.
Can they be killed with bows and arrows?
Who?
How do you kill? You don't have to chop their heads off?
I think it's just a headshot. Really?
Shot in the head?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I thought you had to take
their
head off.
Yeah, she's a good shot.
You need like a katana ninja or something.
Is bow and arrows, can they translate to gunshots? No, we're good.
No.
We're good. I'll take a bow and arrow.
They didn't have guns.
We'll take a bow and arrow. We'll take a bow and arrow. I'm taking John Wick as my third. I know you've never seen John Wick.
Yeah.
But he is the boogeyman is who they send out, to kill the boogeyman. So guns were good. So I got bows and arrows and hunting, life, like survival skills.
Mm-hmm.
I got Batman, I got John Wick. I'm going to take Hermione Granger. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
She'll spaz out.
They lived in the wilderness in that last book.
Does she get to bring her purse that
Absolutely.
holds the huge? Okay, then yeah.
Absolutely,
If
she
she's
does.
got that, then
And she's
fine.
still Muggle-born, so she's still human. But yeah, we got her bag with the tent.
The whole tent with the bunk beds.
And we got our
comes
charm
out.
spells. We're good.
That's all you'd need.
Yeah, and then I get one more, like a bonus. That's 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm picking Jack Sparrow just for entertainment. I think Jack would be really cool to hang out with. And with him comes a supply of rum.
Yep.
He gets to bring the rum.
He's always asking where it is.
Well, he's getting it in this scenario. It's make believe. We're surviving the apocalypse of zombies. I should have took a actual zombie survivor from No, I'm good with my list. But if I had to take one off, I'd take Jack off. And I'm not going to go with Daryl.
Can zombies swim?
I don't know.
What if you
I
just
don't
went on a
think so.
Disney cruise ship
There you go. Just stay in the middle of
and
the
just
ocean.
don't dock?
Yeah. Well, if you have Captain Jack Sparrow, you'll be fine because he can captain it.
I don't know. His skills are
No,
somewhat
he's
sus.
he's good. But no, I would go with Joel. From The Last of Us, and I know that when this episode comes out, we just watched the second episode of the second season, and if you saw that episode, you know. I'm not going to say or spoil anything, but you know.
I think your face is saying it.
Yeah, but still, he would be good, to have because he can fight, he can shoot, and he knows how to build things and fix things as well. So I think he would be a good alternate. So there you go. Yeah.
I think you should have picked Chuck Norris.
The legend of Chuck Norris is pretty epic. But Chuck is getting old. And I don't
How
want
dare you say such a thing?
Blasphemy. Next, we're going to the red flag hot sauce. Black-eyed Susan. All
This
right.
is like pirate hot sauce.
Oh, girl. We're jumping up from 71,000 Scoville units. And that one has some heat to it.
Uh-huh.
This one has 126,000 Scoville units.
It's got a Scoville award. Its first ingredient is muscadine grape juice.
Okay.
And its second ingredient is red raspberries, and it's got cranberries.
And we all know where
Apple cider
raspberry
vinegar.
juice comes from.
Yeah, we do. Oh, look.
Oh, it's thick.
It's got like a
Shake that bee.
It's got like a residue on the top.
All right. So, yeah, like I was saying, 126,000 Scoville units.
It smells really sweet.
The red flag, Black-eyed Susan. If you could have dinner with any person from the Bible except Jesus,
Man.
who would that be and why? Oh, this is sweeter.
Mm-hmm. I would probably.
You weren't even fazed by that.
It's not my favorite flavor.
No.
It's I feel like these are starting to hit later. Like it's not like initial.
Sure.
I like Luke's style of writing. The gospel's the best out of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people would say Paul, but I'm not gonna lie, his run-on sentences bother me. It's like, I like. I mean, if you want to get smart, you should talk to Solomon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Job after he went through all his stuff.
Oh,
talk to him.
that'd be. Ooh. Okay. Good answers.
Mary.
Mary would be a great one.
You know.
Yeah.
I'd really like to talk to Jesus though.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Yeah.
John after all the revelation stuff. Be like, dude, were you being like
Ooh.
serious?
On your little island.
Is this like just literal or is this like metaphysical? Like whatever.
Sure. Good answers. All right. Oh no. All right.
Was that one making your nose run?
That one I touched my nose.
That one, it's to the point now where it's like sitting on the back of my tongue.
It's good. It's a good burn.
Ah!
It's a good burn. It's a deep burn.
Hold on, I'm gonna let this sit on my tongue.
Oh my gosh. I still have yet to take a drink, if you've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
So this one's not a huge jump, but I think that the flavor, this one usually gets people, right? So this is the bomb. So we're jumping from 126,000 to 135,600 Scoville units. So
This one's really thick too.
that's what she said.
Yeah, it is. Oh, my mouth.
Come on, get out, girl. There we go. Maybe I put a little too much on there, so we will.
I did a less aggressive dab. It's still on there though.
Oh yeah. Here we go. So.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What's a God moment that you've had recently that made you smile?
Okay. Yeah, that doesn't have a really good flavor, but it's got the heat. Mm-hmm. I think, okay.
It's not horrible tasting.
No, it's not terrible. It's good. I'm like looking it up. Um, our 9-year-old, when just a few months ago when she was 8, she decided that she wanted to follow Jesus and she gave her life to Christ. And just one of the never forget moments of my life was just sitting. We were in a hotel room in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And we were talking to her, sharing scripture through the little Gideon Bible that was there. And just hearing her little heart, that she wanted to trust in Christ. And just us, praying over her and praying for her is something we prayed for since she was born. And the same thing that we're praying for her little sister now as well. That when she comes old enough and understands everything, that, she'll trust in him too. But just to be able to be there when she gave her life to Christ, and it was a beautiful, beautiful time. And then a couple weeks later, just getting to be able to baptize her at church. Oh, I don't want to touch my eye. I'm about to. This is not a heat tear. Oh gosh, but I don't want to touch my eye. It was sweet. Oh, that's not a pepper tear.
I don't know. That seems like a good excuse.
You'll never know. You'll never know.
So if you're doing the Hot Ones challenge, just say a sappy
story
and be like, I'm not crying.
I'm not crying. I didn't time that particular question exactly with the bomb. But no, that would be it. And I don't know what to do with my eyes.
Well, I have Kleenex.
Okay.
I don't know. Just do whatever.
It started, and now that this is going to be dangerous. I did a post, and I said, if you see us today and we have, it looks like we got lip injections, mind your business.
Your lips always turn like white.
Yeah, they do.
I'm burning on the sides of my tongue.
That one had some heat, but I'm good.
Oh my gosh.
No water. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 2 more left. Peppers up. High River sauce. Okay, where is this? This is a blackberry, blueberry, Apollo pepper sauce. Oh my gosh. So we were just at 135,600. This 700,000 Scoville units. 700,000.
10 out of 10 heat meter. I'll tell you what helps is if you just let water sit on your tongue.
Yep.
Whoa.
Ah! This is your last question. Okay. She comes out fast. How has being a doctor made you a better parent, and vice versa? How has being a parent made you a better doctor?
I'm going to do the second half first.
Yep. You do you, babe.
Definitely.
Have you tried
this?
I
got to eat this.
Yeah.
Hold on. Because I got to be like, ah! That's a lot on there. Hold on. I'm going to get a smaller bite.
There we go. Cheers.
I'm not really into these berry ones.
It's very sweet. Does the heat come later? No, it's coming. Do you taste it?
But I don't think it's any worse than that one.
No, I think the bomb was worse than this.
We'll see if it changes.
I mean, not the bomb. Yeah, the bomb. Yeah.
Being a parent has made me more empathetic for sure. Because I always tell people, I'll even tell people now, I'm like, this is what I would answer if I was taking a board question. And this is how I'll answer to you as a real person in real life. And there's also this is what I would have told you 1 year out. And this is what I'll tell you now after having 2 kids. So I feel like I got like book smarts and street smarts now, whatever
Sure.
for that. And then I think being a doctor and a parent can go one of two ways. Either you know too much and you think your kid has all the bad stuff, which luckily I'm not, thank God.
Yep.
I also have taken enough statistics and I know I've seen the whole wide range of everything. So like most of the time kids aren't going to have the worst thing. So like when your kid's like, when you Google, you're like, my kid has a headache. And it's like, your kid has a tumor. Be like, okay, statistically, that's not going to be
Right.
it.
Yeah.
So like I've taken enough classes to know statistics. No, I'm super glad I'm peds because I think it's practical. I went to school to take care of kids. I would have been doing that anyway.
Yeah.
So it's I'm glad that's the way that I went. Yeah.
And you're kind of like a pastor in a lot of senses, where you have to kind of be careful with the stories you share with patients. Like pastors will be telling stories about their kids. It's fine when they're little, but when they get
They
older,
haven't gotten to the point where they
Yeah.
care. They just think it's cool. Like we went to the zoo for Lily's field trip, and all her little friends are like, "Hey," because I know all of them or whatever. So they don't think it's weird yet. They don't care. They think it's fun. It's like, oh, I saw so and so, or like, did you see so and so? And I'm like, I can't tell you because it's HIPAA.
Yeah, sure.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we've made it to that time. The last dab.
Mm-hmm.
That heat came in afterwards. Yeah, it sits with you.
Mine's all sitting on the
Sit.
back sides
Yeah.
of my tongue.
This one, okay, so that one was 700,000 Scoville units. This one is 2,693,000.
What on earth?
2,693,000 Scoville units.
This one is a quadrillion bajillion Scoville.
This is the pinnacle of the mountain of Scoville units.
What on
okay?
earth?
All right, my lady.
It's not doing aggressive dab. Oh, that.
Take this ring of film.
Like,
It's a burning ring of fire. Oh, you just went with dab.
well, some of them barely touch the can or whatever bottle tip.
Here we go.
Do they? I know they do the dab. I think they pre-season the wings before the people get there.
I'm getting it nice and coated. Roll that around and all those flavors. Did you do it?
No, I'm waiting. I was
All
just smelling it.
Okay. So one last question for me.
If your younger self could see your career now, what do you think would surprise him the most?
Oh, okay. So here we go. Let me dive in real quick. Okay. So
Not any worse than anything else.
I'm like straight up licking that. Look at that. I'm a travel agent. That was what pays the bills. And I love my job. I've been doing this for almost 10 years now. And it has given me an opportunity to work from home. It's given me an opportunity to take care of my girls. It has been a blessing. I love Disney. You've heard me talk about this on the podcast many times. So I get to plan a lot of Disney vacations all around the world. Love it. When I was 16 years old, I thought I would be in the ministry vocation. Was that like a dolphin? Your water?
I couldn't find a straw for the. So yes, it makes dolphin sound. Sorry.
Okay. So yeah, I thought I would be in the ministry vocationally, getting paid, working at a church, or traveling, speaking, or whatever. And I've done that vocationally growing up and going through college, and that's what my degree is in, Christian studies. And so my younger self, I think he would have been surprised, but life has lots of turns. That's not where God led me to in the end. I know I'm exactly where God wants me, and I'm able to serve in my church and serve my family. I just don't get paid vocationally to do ministry,
Yeah.
and I'm totally fine with that. I get paid to help people take trips, and in doing so, I get to take a lot of really cool trips too, and we get to go places. You know, when we were dating, I told Michelle, I said, "Hey, if you stick with me, I'll show you the world." And I said, hashtag Aladdin swag. You know, I will show you the world. Yeah. So yeah. So guys, just just bring a little swag. And so yeah, let's let me get on this real quick. That is the hot ones challenge, right? So I did not touch my water yet. I'm pretty proud. I'm proud of you. You're not dying.
I feel like I've had hotter wings or stuff other places. I don't know.
I trained her well.
I do think handling heat is an acquired skill.
It takes lots of practice. And so yeah.
Coconut water helps.
Yeah, so this is just a special episode for all the people. I hope you all have enjoyed it. We have been wanting to do this for a while, and I'm so glad that we did. And so, yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.